Hello, good morning, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. We're gonna play some Star Wars: The Old Republic, like we do every morning. We have done a lot of exciting things this week. On Monday, we took part of Team Disco and part of some random friends to come along for a crack at the new boss on the public test server in story mode, and we were successful, which was pretty cool. On Tuesday, we didn't do Galactic Seasons. What did we do? Did we do PvP? If so, that's scary. I don't think we did. We did something on Tuesday. Because there's no Galactic Seasons anymore, which is what we normally do. On Wednesday, we, Team Disco themselves went after the new operations boss, which, by the way, the developers have made a big post about. They have made a big post about the new boss on the public test server. They've made some changes already. I haven't tried it after the changes, but they made a really cool post about what are their goals for this boss and like what they changed and why they changed it. Very interestingly, it doesn't show up on the dev tracker. I think because the person who posted it is a newer returning developer member, so they're not like added to the show this person's post on the dev tracker rules yet. That's my guess. But let me see. Where's the post? It's really cool. Here we go. So this is a post by I did Starforge and look at customizations. That's right. I was looking at all the new stuff that came out and I was just like a vibe and wealth fashioning. That's right. So this says, hello everyone, I'm Martin Smith, the operations designer on Star Wars: The Old Republic. First, thank you to everyone who has been testing the null. I won't read this whole thing, don't worry. First, thank you to everyone who has been testing the null acolyte encounter on PTS. In the first few days of testing, there was roughly 1,800 attempts. So literally 1,800 times people pulled the null acolyte. Obviously, a bunch of those are going to be like one person going in the instance just to look at it and slapping the boss and dying. But there was 104 kills total. To be fair, once we killed it, I didn't feel a strong need to go in there except to allow Team Disco to take it to all see it together. But I thought that was really cool that we got some numbers. Very interesting. And they also talked a whole bunch about the changes they made. It does one important note that the developer wrote, which I thought was so amazing. So for those of you who caught either Monday's stream or Wednesday's stream, you may have heard various discussions between teammates about like, well, what is story mode operations? Who are they supposed to be for? Who should really be allowed to try them? Who should be allowed to succeed at them? Like, should you have to be very good at them? Should you be able to bring in random people who don't know what they're doing? Like, what is the goal of the developers? So a note about operations going forward, and we've never really had a solid answer for that. When R4 came out, I don't think we had an answer other than this is way too hard for the average person. A note about operations going forward. If my name sounds familiar, it may be because I was part of the original launch team and worked on operations till I left BioWare in 2016. Broadsword brought me back in to focus on operations content. My goal is to make the best operations content I can, but to do that I need your feedback. I want to know what you want from future operations and what you would most like to see fixed or changed in existing operations. I'm working to improve the process of making new content and building better tools to help design, build, and balance operations more effectively. They also said, so that's why very cool, why we got a whole big post about this. Story mode difficulty. Going forward, the intent for story mode operations is that a pickup group or group finder group should be able to enter story mode and defeat the boss as long as a couple of players understand the mechanics. Wow! Ideally, you should be able to explain the core mechanics to a new player in text chat in a few sentences, then defeat the boss with a few attempts. Wow, like this is the first time we've ever had that I can think of such a clear like explanation of what the developers, not us, but the developers feel that story mode should be for. Who is it for? Who should be able to do it? How difficult should it be? So it's very cool. Axel wants to know, are story mode ops still for subs or also for preferred status? Nope, still just for subscribers. They gotta have something. They gotta have a few things that make it so you really want to subscribe, and operations, I think, are a very fair one to have. So yeah, I thought that was very cool. They said Right now, the Null Acolyte fight is too difficult on story mode, and some mechanics are harder to understand than intended. I'll be working to address those issues. And he's already made some easier, as far as I can tell, which is very, very, very cool to know. So, like, I wouldn't have been like, oh, I hate the developers if they said, like, oh, story modes are, this one's supposed to be on the high difficult side, but I more than anything just wanted to know, like, what are we shooting for here? But I'm very happy to see, especially already with some of the changes that have been made, it looks like this one may possibly be, before when I was trying it on the test server, I was like, I'm never bringing random people into this one. They have to be on voice chat, they have to be skilled and experienced, they have to be good at getting out of bad stuff, otherwise I don't want them in the group, because it's just not... the goal is to finish an operation, you know? Like, if we're taking random players, I don't want to work on learning it over multiple days, because we don't have multiple days. The goal would be to finish it in 2 hours, you know? Like, there's certain metrics that need to be met to complete most operations, and I don't think a lot of people would be meeting those metrics in the current, the version that I tested. However, one of the pieces of commentary that I left was that, like, when I bring in random players to operations, right now we play a lot of 16-man modes, and as long as a few people know the mechanics, then it's good. The other players who are new can learn them, but they don't have to necessarily do them, so they don't, like, they can just run around and hit the 1 key if they really want. It's fine. We old hats can carry you, and you can enjoy the content, or you can take the time to learn the content as you're running around like a chicken. So that's what I like about story modes, and that was my hope for what story modes are supposed to be like, and what my opinion of what story modes should be. Some of my teammates shared that opinion, and some of our teammates and guests didn't share that opinion, which is very interesting. I thought that was super cool. There's not really a right or wrong answer, just the answer that BioWare chooses, or BioWare, Broadsword. Ha! But yeah, so they did they for example, one of the changes they made to this fight, very cool. Let me actually show you what this fight a little bit looks like for those of you who maybe missed it. I do have a full guide for how to run it at the moment, from what it's like on the public test server, since we were able to run it with our friends on the PTS. Was very cool, and we were able to do it successfully in story mode. Look at how fun this is, like, because it's on the public test server. Like, look at that map. It's very clear it's in testing. So this very cool mechanic, and I think it's very, very fun to see successfully completed. So one person will get a blue circle, one person will get a red circle. They need to overlap and make a Venn diagram. The ability is literally called Venn diagram, LMAO. And then a third player, doesn't really matter who, just somebody else stands in the center. And when they're successfully standing in the center, they get that purple little icon above their head, and they are basically protected from the bad stuff that's happening. I see some wonderful questions in chat, and I will get to those, I promise. Stick around. And so this is such a cool mechanic, but and I love seeing my teammates perform it, and it's something I'd love to teach other people for sure, especially players who I know and can confirm that they will listen and be able to learn and be fast enough. And listen, not all of us have the physical skills to do these type of mechanics, and that's just always going to be the case. Some of us don't have the mental quickness or whatever required to parse everything on the screen and do these mechanics. And the reason, like I was mentioning earlier, that I like doing the 16-man story modes is that because either A, if you don't do the mechanics, it's not really a big deal, or B, we can have players who are comfortable doing those mechanics, whether it's physically, mentally, or just enough like skill at the game to do them, practice, you know. They can take care of things for everyone else while everyone else gets to really just enjoy being there, you know? Like, imagine you're all going to a water park with 16 people. You've probably got one person who's planned everything. You've got one person who made sure to pack all the lunches, and everybody else is just coming along for the ride. And it makes it funner for everyone, you know? Even the person who did all the work of packing the lunches is like, hell yeah, I got to hang out with 14 people who are having a lot of fun. And they all say thank you at the end for bringing lunches, and I get to enjoy their company. Like, hell yeah, that's what operations are like to me, the story modes. I'm like, I don't mind driving the bus, as long as I get to hang out with everyone and we all have fun together, and we all get to go on the maximum amount of water slides together because I brought a spreadsheet. Somebody knows how to Disneyland. Sorry, just saying. This is how I treat Disneyland. It's not a healthy way to treat vacationing, but I do it. I do it anyway. So yeah, one of the changes they have made is that now this Venn diagram, instead of going on two kind of random players, it will always go to the two farthest players. So now you can kind of control who gets it. So let's say you have a player who's new, or a player who's still learning, or a player who struggles with physical mobility, or a player who struggles with parsing visually everything that's going on the screen. You just tell them to go close to the boss. Even if you don't know these things, you can say, please go close to the boss, everybody. And then I would say, Joe and Bob, or whoever two players I want to assign, Joe and Bob, make sure to go stand far out. Or maybe we're just having trouble and we didn't give any instructions and we just decided to go in and try it and be like, oh, we're really having trouble with this Venn diagram. Does anyone want to switch to ranged? Joe and Jimothy, that's right. Yeah, Joe and Jimothy. Jimothy, do you want to go switch over to a ranged character? I know you have 40 characters and don't care which one you play because you're a very experienced player. Would you mind switching to range? And then Jimothy and Joe can go stand out together and kind of grab that for us. We actually do have a couple different fights where we have those one or two players who are more experienced, who do that kind of thing. So that comes to mind. Dreadtooth fight on the higher difficulties is very fun, and we often assign someone go stand out further to go get those rocks, because you're gonna have to walk out of them every 5 seconds, and that can be very difficult for a new player, or difficult if it just goes randomly into the group. And then we also have, like, for example, what's another one that someone has to go stand farther away to go munch something or go deal with the mechanic? Oh yeah, we also have, for example, when we do the fight with the 4 Trandoshans, there's one Trandoshan, there's 4 bosses all in one spot, and we often say, is anyone willing to volunteer for Grius? He's one of the Trandoshans, and we don't deal with him right away. One of the ways that people deal with it is you have one player running back and forth, just running away from him and just keeping his attention, you know? And we often say, does anyone want to volunteer for Grius? And a more experienced player will volunteer versus a new player would be like, I don't even know who that guy is. I never met him in my life. Who's a Grius? I agree. Yes. Tyrants is another example for the Dread Palace fight, another fight with 4 enemies, and we asked, does anyone want to volunteer for Tyrants? So I do like that. It does do a wonderful little kind of allowance for mix of skill levels. So you've got your newer players who are just coming in, and your experienced players, you give them something to do. So one of my biggest complaints for story mode, or not my biggest complaints, but my personal issue with this new boss in story mode is that as the tank, I do diddly squat. I do freaking nothing, and it's actually a little bit boring. I've been spending a lot of time watching everybody else and calling stuff out, which kind of makes it more fun. But as the tank, actual mechanics wise, nothing happens. Yeah, so JR says, you said it well. I'm not great at much, so I picked the date, time, and place to get on the bus, and if needed, I can try and drive the bus, but you guys will get car sick. I'm really excited. Oh, hey, yeah, DCH, you're in some of these photos too. There's a couple of you in these ones here. These are some of the other mechanics. Some of them, like, look, this one was too hard, and there's no way a pickup group would ever understand WTF is going on here. Especially a player who's struggling just to exist. And by struggling to exist, that's like a super common way to play. Just struggling to, like, find the boss and hit the boss. This is a very common, like, problem. Not problem, but, like, issue a player may face. You'll notice I have it a lot when I'm playing by myself because I'm derping around too much and I'm too distracted. When we run operations, you may see a player off on the side. Their character's just kind of sitting there with their lightsaber out. You can maybe see them shifting left to right a little bit. And that's a super common kind of experience to see in our story modes. And if we can't run the story modes with at least one person having a rough time existing, then they're just not pickup groupable. And I love being able to take along people of various skill levels, experience levels, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay, there's my little soapbox. I'm off it now. And I want veteran mode to be harder, people. I want it to be good difficulty. I want you to slap that boss. Oh, my character looks so cool with these new glasses. I'm sorry. So there was a wonderful question earlier from how do you have so many characters and none are inactive? Asked a spinner. So first off, if you are a subscriber, you don't have to pick active and inactive characters. That's only for preferred players who used to be subscribed and then became preferred, and so they have less character slots, so they have to pick which ones are active and inactive. If you're asking instead in a more roundabout way, why do you have so many freaking characters? Do you even actually play all those? The answer is no, not really. And today, great news, I'm gonna be deleting some characters. Aren't you excited for me? Yes, maybe I won't be deleting them, but I'm preparing to delete them. So because I run a website called Swtorista.com, yeah, I have a lot of characters, so you'll get an explanation, you'll understand why now. So because I run a website called Swtorista.com, for those of you who aren't familiar, what are you doing here? But you may not be familiar with every portion of the site. So the site didn't start off this way, but now the site tries to cover the game holistically, which means like every part of it, the whole thing, and all the different parts are deleting characters if you're being hostage. Being held hostage, blink twice. I'm being held hostage by the new venture system that I'm excited about, you know? I don't want to delete these characters, but I should prep to delete them. So one of the big parts of the site is all these armors. All these armors that I've cataloged over time. Oh gosh, I forgot to show it to you guys. So this is Swtorista.com/armor. And I've cataloged so many armors in the game. Originally, this old version of this site used to only catalog like ones that had a very specific way to get them, like cartel market armors. But a while ago, was it like a year or two ago now? I'm bad with time. I decided to catalog literally every single armor in the game, old and new. And I also inherited a catalog by another player named Exiled Messenger, and her catalog was SWTOR fashion. So I got a whole bunch of information about like retired stuff, you know, and her old pictures for things that I wasn't able to actually collect myself. So you'll notice one of the cool things about this website is that for the most part, so here's an old inherited SWTOR fashion image. Here's an icon for a outfit we know exists, but we literally don't have. How many server slots do I have? I only have 65, and I'm at 64 to 65. So you'll notice one interesting thing about the Swtorista Armor website is that all of the characters in the pictures, for the most part, are roughly the same size. And the thumbnails are the same size. So these are all literally my characters. These are not previews. These are literally my characters in-game. One of the reasons for this is that back in the day, the character preview window used to be really shit. Put some money in that swear jar. I don't even care. It used to be really bad. Like, it really did not accurately reflect most armors, especially their textures and stuff like that. It's a lot better now. It's still not perfect, but it is 10 times better. Did you get all armors done yet? I'm as done as I want to be. I'm as done as I want to be. Swtorista, all armors, Reddit. Proud to announce a huge collection of 4,218 armor sets. So when did I post this? It was about a year ago. Okay, so I wasn't too off. Look, this is really cool. I made this because I was proud. There's 2,300 unique looks, and I added 2,000 armors to the website, and there's 43,000 screenshots in the database. Ugh, that's a lot. And I inherited about 2,000 armors from SWTOR fashion. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, very cool. So yeah, that's a little overview of what I was working on there. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. So you'll notice that all these armors are all vaguely the same shape and size. So I've literally collected any screenshot that you see like this. I've literally collected the armor set and took a screenshot. There's a lot of armor sets like this one right here that I had to collect over a long period of time because I had to find the pieces on the GTN or from treasure boxes or whatever. And so, oh nice, you're getting on your drop? You're getting on your drop? Nice, here's the info for anyone else who needs info about the drop. That pie chart is very evenly spread. Isn't that fun? Oh, I don't have the pie. Yeah, so this is very cool. This is, so for all these armor sets that are in here, I tag them, like, kind of manually or using, some automation, but, like, it's by hand. It's not, like, something the game tells us about, if that makes sense. I tag them as what kind of class they might be best for, because most armor sets are kind of based on a class theme. So these are all the Inquisitor ones that I've tagged. Some are specifically for the Inquisitor, so this one's called Alderanian Inquisitor, and others are Cartel Market sets where it's just like, this definitely feels like something the Inquisitor would wear. Or something like that. It's the best I could do. I'll slot it in a category. So it's cool. There's, Other. Other is the 9th piece of the pie. Just things that don't quite fit in any of those categories. Looking at that page, Eavesdrop was used the most? Yeah, for the Sith Inquisitor, yes, because she was my main Sith Inquisitor, lol. But across the whole site, it's actually a huge variety of characters because I kept running out of character slots. Character bank space, sorry. And some armors require specific classes to acquire them or to wear them. So I've literally got probably at least 10 characters that exist just to hold armor these days. Like, they may have been originally created as real characters, but now they literally just exist to wear armor that I have earned or picked up off the ground over the course of years. So now you may be wondering, but still, you have so many freaking characters, lady. Another thing I was trying to do is something the game used to have, is that you could really only play the combat style that you have, so the class that you have, and you also, it was much harder to switch between the 3 disciplines that you had. So if you were a Marauder, it was still difficult to switch between Annihilation, Carnage, and Fury. It was not a nice system to switch. But these days, with the new combat styles, you can have 6 disciplines on one character, and it's very beautiful to switch between them once you know how the loadout system works. Back then, it was not the case, and I wanted to write these class guides. I wanted to write these class guides about how to play all the different classes, and I want to learn them all at a basic level. So I had to create, is it 52 or 56 characters, one for each? Now, lastly, and what I'm working on today is, there is some companion armors. Let's see, is this a good example? Yes, it is. There is some companion armors that you get when you reach around level 10, and you go to the Republic or Imperial Fleet for the first time. I got freaking logged out from not enough playing the video game. Sorry. 20 minutes later. Oh, thank you, Winter. It was a huge project. What was I talking about? I feel like I got lost somewhere along the way. Yeah. Oh, so when you reach level 10 and you head to the fleet for the first time, some classes, not all of them, for example, the Jedi Knight doesn't have this. You'll get to choose, as a reward for reaching the fleet, a outfit for your companion. These outfits were a choice of 3 that you get in the quest pop-up, and they were in boxes. They do need to wash these. What happened to these pants? Looks like she was painting something. You would get these choice of 3 outfits for your companion. At the time, you could not see what was in those boxes, and also, you couldn't wear them yourself. These days, they're still in the boxes, and you can't see what's in the boxes till you acquire them, and there's no other way to get these armors. It's kind of wild. It's kind of, so here's one of them. There's no other way to get these armors, and once you've picked one, you're done. That's it. You'll never have a chance to get another one in the rest of the entire game. Here's another one. And so I've been collecting these armors to show what they look like, and it's especially cool because these days they have also made it so that your character can wear this outfit that you picked up from that companion box. So very, very neat. This is one of them. So there's similar armor to this in the game, but there's none quite like this. So the only way to ever get this armor is to be a trooper, to be have created a level 1 character, not a boosted character, not a token character, whatever you call it. You have to have gotten your way to the fleet after finishing Ord Mantell, and you have to have chosen the one of 3 boxes that was for Eric Jorgen, your companion, and you have to have not deleted it. There is no other way to get this armor if you deleted that box too. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. I've been creating these level 1 characters and just leveling them up to like level like 9 or so, you know, something like that. And going to get their armor sets, and I finally finished collecting them all. I have a huge like spreadsheet right here, and I've started taking screenshots. So I'm taking 2 different screenshots. The first one is, hang on. The first one is like a screenshot of my actual, let's see, can you guys see this? Yeah, you can. A screenshot of my companion wearing the outfit. So if you want to choose between the 3 outfits, which one would you like the best? You can choose it because you can't actually preview the boxes. And also, I haven't done this yet, I see. For some of my outfits, I haven't done those other ones yet, apparently. This is Alara's outfit. This is what Alara's outfit is, and now your character can actually wear it too. So this is what it looks like on a character, just like the other screenshots in the armor database that we were looking at earlier, banned for no reason. That's not what I want to show you. LMAO. I was answering questions on Reddit. So yeah, that will fit the same format as all these other ones. But yeah, those, you were watching Simpsons while taking screenshots? Oh my god, I didn't realize you could see that. That's so freaking funny. I'm sorry. That's so amusing. Those get cropped out in the end. Don't tell Big Disney that I screenshotted their Simpsons by accident. So I have all these characters that I created. So Cold Strike is one of them. Flexicrash is one of them. I think we had Bada Boom was not originally one of them, but became one of them. And I'm really excited because if you missed it, there is a venture. No, there is a new difficulty toggle for class stories being introduced with 8.0 Story, Veteran, and Master Mode. Those are something that's coming up with 8.0, and I'm very excited about it. I'm looking forward to it, and they haven't really answered the question about whether we'll need to make a whole bunch more character slots or not. I have sent that in, but ideally, if you wanted to do every venture, it sounds like you would need to play 16 different ventures. I don't know if you quite need 16 different characters, but you would definitely need at least 8 different characters through these ventures at minimum, possibly 16. Will we get more character slots for free? I don't know. But in the meantime, I figured I should start finishing up this wonderful little companion project that I had started, maybe hang out with you guys and chat with you guys while I work on it. Yeah. So what I need to actually do is I have this. Oh, companion armor. Surprised you can equip Altur since it was unlocked. Yeah, some of the newer companion armors and the Knights of the Fallen Empire companion armors, you can't equip them. I do have that kind of tracked on my spreadsheet here. So you'll see I've got some that have a question mark. Can I equip those? And some that say no, or I think no, or that I need to verify and stuff like that. But all of the older companion outfits you can wear now, which is just generally pretty cool. Okay, so I checkmarked Vet's standard outfit, but I think that's a lie. I'm pretty sure I didn't take the proper screenshots of actually standing there with the outfit. I just took the ones of her standing there as a companion. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the Vet ones. And in my spreadsheet, yeah, you guys can see this. I've also written down what are the names of the characters that are wearing all of these. So this is a whole business here. This is a crazy spreadsheet. Could you please pick the picture and set bonus armor? I know of at least 2 that have the picture wrong. Doc, have you reported it? Have you reported in the little Discord? I know. There's at least 2 that are wrong, and it's BioWare's fault, not mine. I think BioWare, not Broadsword at that point. It's not my fault, but I haven't fixed them yet. That is my fault. Let's see. Set bonus? What would they be called? They're called something... Spoils? Nope. I tried. Tech fragments, set bonus. Guys, here we go. I just couldn't spell. Oh, what did I click? Not the right one. Set bonus. Here we go. Oh, the Berserker one, right? The Berserker one's just definitely a major issue, and it pisses me off. And oh, this one, yeah, this one's definitely wrong. You know what? While we're poking around, I know there's the Berserker, and there's some weird one. It's like it lost all its shoulder pads and stuff like that. Avenger, do you think it is? You know what? Since we're ready to go right here, right now, let's do it right now. Let's fix it right now. Okay, you'll see how much effort this is, why this is something that I don't do very often. Okay, Avenger? Avenger. I tend to do these in like batches when I fix stuff. Yeah, Avenger was right at some point, but got broken. Berserker? Oh, how'd they both get fixed? What happened to Gathering Storm? Why did Gathering Storm turn into everything? What happened? Who did that? What idiot did that? There's also another one. It's like really weird. It's like an armor set that got like stripped down of parts of its armor. And someone reported it a while ago. It's something like Taskmaster? Oh, no, the Undying. Okay, here's one I did already fix. Got it. Did I write any notes about why it's weird? No. Should have. See, this is armor set that was broken for a long time too. Okay, let's go find a set of Berserker armor. This is can be worn by either faction and is not bound to a specific class, it looks like. So let's pull up the characters. Let's see. What did I label these? Did I label them as set bonus? Oh, I labeled them as Kaizaiken because they're so old. Kaizaiken, Agent Armors, Kaizaiken Dies, that's not useful. Kaizaiken, I wonder if Sith Warrior, I didn't really label what specifically. Trooper set bonus for Kaizaiken. Generic Kaizaiken set bonus sets, 3.5 base empty. Let's go see if we can find Darkenix. Let's go fix this right now. I feel like I had the right pictures originally and somehow they got overwrote. Okay, Darkenix. So let's go see. We're trying to go find Berserker. We're gonna go find SWTOR Avenger. Let me pull up some of my tools in the background. We need spin with screenshots only. I need I don't really need the batch tool right now. God, you're such a batch. I'm doing stuff in the background that you guys can't see. Avenger set and Berserker armor set. We're gonna create 2 new folders for these guys. Huh. Okay. Now we have to go to the stronghold, figure out where these are. So all this kind of stuff I usually do off stream because I feel like I'm losing my mind trying to do it, and it's not exactly exciting for you guys to do. I'm like talking to myself in my mind trying to figure stuff out. Okay, let's see. Okay, next step. Go in Legacy. Ooh, what's this? Go in Legacy Bay. Oh, no, go in Bank. Find were the 2 we were looking for. Avenger and Berserker. Oh, okay. Rapid response. So this is a prime example of why I have so many characters, you guys. Look. This is just one collection of types of armor. And the thing is, I can't delete them because stuff like this happens. The Entertainer, Amplified Champion, Stimulated, Trishan's Retort, Chest Guard of Dying Precision, Victor, Taskmaster, Preserver, Berserker! That's one of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Final Breath. Dying Precision. Oh my gosh. What was the one we were looking for even called? Avenger? Avenger? Maybe I can look for the icon and that'll make it a little easier for my poor little brain. We did find Berserker. So we'll go into Wikipedia, look up Avenger. I can maybe get the Avengers chest guard. Okay, yeah, it is one of the really boring looking chest guards. I thought it was one of these. Chest guard of the Final Breath. I'm pretty sure it looks like this. Pretty sure it looks the same as this one. There's a potential I didn't collect it if it looked the same as something else. Avenger! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 7. I don't know this phone number. Don't call me random people. I don't know who you are. You are? Let's see. It is missing the wrists. I established they... Oh no, it's not the same as that other set. It's very similar, but not quite the same. I'll just not wear the wrists. I think it's probably fine. Just double check that they're not in here somewhere. Oh, you missed. It looks fine. Okay, so now let's see. Were all those pictures taken in the same location? Yes, they were all taken on Onderon. They were all taken on a female body type 2 character. So this character is a boy. Stinky boy. So he's not the right kind of character to take the screenshot. So we have to drop them in the legacy. Go find a character. Did I take these all on the same character? No, I think I took these on a whole bunch of different types of characters. Okay, armor. Set bonus. Kaizyken Alliance armors. It's like riveting content right here, you guys. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the game, let's actually get that picture back up. Today's a great day to ask questions because I'm just derping around taking some screenshots, helping you guys get your drops if you haven't already gotten them. Let's go on Own Fate. She never gets to be the star of the show. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this whole story veteran master mode thing for class stories in 8.0. Just very excited. I have a giant list of questions. I need to quench my thirst for questions. Oh my god. Our freaking inventory is full of stuff. Oh, this is such a pain in the butt. So one big thing they're adding to the game is the fitted armors are being added to collections, the ones that you get randomly around the world, which is quite exciting. But at the same time, if I want to recoup them, I might have to make sure not to delete a character that I wear them on so I can reclaim them from collections, or I have to be careful and actually pay cartel coins to unlock them. So I'm gonna have to plan that very carefully, but I think I should. I'll be able to delete a couple characters that way too, which I'm excited about. Okay, so where are those Avenger stuff? Oh, she's only level 73, so she can't wear them. Oh, I'm trying so hard here. Dad Plays says, I was happy to hear they are adding fitted armors and weapons to the collections. Right, yeah, me too. You saw Final Breath is wrong too? Oh my gosh, should we go grab that one while we're in there? What happened? What happened here? Wait, are you sure this one's wrong? I will for sure go check it. Lokil says, I just took it as you want everyone to wear that set. Yes, you will put it on your body. The Gathering Storm one. Wait. Is it like when you go into the pictures on them? I think we're good there. I can double check it though. Or was it a different named one that you were looking at? Final Breath looks correct, I think. It looks so different in the preview, that's funny. Yeah, looks good. Okay, let's go find a character who is actually... Oh, did I forget to put it back in the Legacy Bay? Oh, I can't remember, darn it. Mathieu says, Mathieu Guillet says, one veteran player once famously typed in Gen Chat, the armor and famous collections and weapons collections are the true stars of the game. Oh my gosh. I love playing the Space Barbary in this game. I'm so sorry. Let's use a sheet. No, she's only 65. We're looking for, I think, a level 75 plus character that has some inventory space available? Question mark. I don't want to use Metal Padawan right now. I don't know what's going on in her inventory. Saboteurs can work right now, yeah. I'm going through the screenshot of the website to see which ones I want and saw that a few more have Gathering Storm pictures in there. Yeah, Doc. If you find any others that actually do, please let me know. It looks like the Final Breath is correct, though. Let's do a quick look of any... I see Avenger and I see Berserker are wrong, for sure. I see Gathering Storm is Gathering Storm as it should be. I don't see any others off the top of my visuals. After clicking to see the Final Breath, but not in this screenshot. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Because when I see final breath... Here, controller, final breath. Page will that be on? Final breath. So I see it... Sorry, I'll show you what I see right now. I see this as the thumbnail, and when I click it, I see this as the picture. I'm wondering if you have it like cached or something like that from when I tried to fix it in the past or something stupid like that. Damn Don Harbor says, sell one OEM, get 2 million credits, and spend it all on pretty things to play with. Is that not the correct way to play? I think, listen, I agree. This is the correct way to play. This is the only way. Hey, let's go grab those legacy stuff. Happy Friday, says Chris Covers. Just watched the 8.0 video. I'm so pumped for this. Been wanting a harder story leveling experience that feels closer to launch SWTOR. Yes, I'm so excited. Chris, that's literally, I'm trying to deal with my 64 different characters right now so that there can be some space for these new characters for this new system. I am very much psyched about it for sure. I'm like, yeah. I have no idea like how... Yeah, good question. What are you buying with 2 million credits? You can actually, let's see. If we go in the fitted armors category right now, I know they went up in price because people were like, oh, they're coming to collections. You can buy plenty. Look, they're sorted by price, low to high. You can buy you could buy a fudge ton of armors, and maybe not necessarily the ones you want, but a fudge ton of armor pieces for the 2 million credits. And what if we even did armor subcategory, adaptive armor? Where's a piece? I want like piece of armor slot chest, because those tend to make the most difference. Wait, what? Oh, I'm on page 15. I'm an idiot. I was like, what happened to all the fitted armors? You can, yeah, look at how many even chest pieces are listed for well under 2 million. You could buy a whole bunch of these. You could buy like the first 3 or 4 pages worth. Yeah. When do you think they will be redoing the crafting? Is SWTOR? Asked KCE. Great question. I don't know. I have some big questions about crafting. I don't know if it's on their list to work on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this character is... Let's show her Gira's outfit. She's not wearing anything else weird by accident. Are these all berserker pieces? Yes. Okay, now we go to... Well, why can't I see anything? I've got like a weird interface on default. Now we're gonna go fly to Onderon because it's a good, easy place for me to take a screenshot. I have to remember where Onderon is. That is a whole different issue. A whole different issue. A whole different problem here. Yeah, most of the cartel market armors of bronze quality are under 2 million. Yeah, that's awesome. Good point. But yeah, KCE, I've got a ton of questions about crafting because obviously it hasn't been updated since level 75. It didn't get updated for level 80. Will they do it for level 85? I would love them to, but oh yeah, this Berserker's armor is actually pretty cool. Look at this. It's very, very piratey kind of set. I would love to have this correctly on the website. Okay, let's see. How are we looking? I need to do something with my mouse or it gets funky. Actually, I don't know if it matters. Okay, let's just give it a shot and see what happens. We're gonna do some screenshotting here. Where in Discord do I post a screenshot of what I see? If you could put it, do you know how to put it in report-armor? Oh, my mouse, it sucks so bad. My mouse has some sensitivity issues. It's not SWTOR in this specific case. Okay, let's see what we actually got. What did we get? Oh, okay, cool. And I'm gonna put these screenshots into a new folder called Berserker Armor Set. And then, here's where the fun begins. Okay. Alright, people. I don't know how often I even show this. Okay, I think I have to close a few windows. I've got like too much shit open right now. Close tabs to the right. If I go to set bonus armors, I should be able to. Yeah, here we go. So here's some behind the scenes business. Gonna go find... That one we just did was... What? Berserker? Berserker! I'm gonna find Berserker on here. Could just look it up. Probably better for my life. Berserker. What does a gold cartel market armor quality go for? It really depends on the armor set. There's no like set price. Add 8 images. Okay. Now I get to go. Let's make sure I'm not showing you guys anything I don't want to show you. Any outfits? Berserker outfit. View. Oh my gosh, extra large. Normally I do these in big batches, which makes everything just a little easier. Okay, here we go. So I had this little system. I originally had it so I could upload all 8 at once, but somewhere along the way it broke and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. So now I upload them one by one, which is not too bad. And I upload them to the right slots. And they're just in, right now they're in order left to right, so it's fine. I picked the correct outfit. I've picked the correct, what size am I uploading? Do I have a dyed version of this? No, and I don't care right now. Sorry, I'll leave that to you. And you can see it's doing its uploading. It's at 12%, people. And so this is a whole thing. Okay, Doc says I'm not sure how to do that. So let's go find that Berserker armor. Oh no, what was the one? Final Breath that you're trying to do. So if I go to Final Breath and I scroll down, there's a red box here that says have a suggestion or correction. Go to the Swtorista website Discord and repost your report in the report armor channel. So I'm clicking the link. It's bringing me to the Discord. It's like, you idiot, you're already here? I don't know why it tells me that when I'm already in the server. And then I go to the report armor chat and I would post a little screenshot here. So I bet you like 99% of the time there's already like a report about that. Let's see what we got in here. So this is after, these are the reports after I spent like years fixing freaking everything. Oh, some of these are questions. Ooh. Oh yeah, here we go. Someone reported Avenger, someone reported Berserker earlier in the year. Ugh. Ideally, the developers would let us just preview what's in a box. It's not really... I'm not going to take the full blame for that one. And the doctor says, I posted the Gathering Storm. Oh, the Final Breath. Okay, let's see. How are you seeing that? Where are you? Oh! I see. You're seeing it on an entirely different page, aren't you? You're seeing it on the Spoils of War set bonus collecting Swtorista. You're seeing it on like a guide where I grabbed the wrong image and put it in. Yeah? Oh, so we have to fix it like 2 different places. Okay, let's see how our little upload is doing. Our little upload looks like it was doing good. Okay, let's Berserker. Now you kind of see why I don't do this. Okay, cool. Berserker seems to be fixed now, but this page is also going to be wrong, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's go fix it here too. Berserker. And we'll grab the image here and we will replace... We will do it incorrectly. We'll erase Berserker, put in new Berserker, put in... Get the link for Berserker. Put the link for Berserker. Put a little note. I'm sorry. There was some confusion and I had the wrong image here for a while. Oh, and I did it in all caps. That's also not what I wanted to do. We're gonna go convert case this. Because I don't want to retype again. It's gonna make me cry. It's gonna make me... Here we go. Put it in the convert case website. Copy paste it over. Okay, that screenshot was actually super useful. Now I knew what you were talking about. I was like, what are you talking about? I fixed it. No. Okay, so now we have to go put on Avenger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we had picked up no risks. Okay. Oh, this is cool. It's like similar, but a pared down kind of version. Okay, let's take the screenshots for this one. I was like, If my commando trooper picks a mercenary as a second oh my god, combat style, will my cutscenes pistols... Ah! Fudge nugget. This is not working how I wanted it to. Hang on. Start this over. It's my goddamn mouse. I have to, like, set my mouse to, like, 2 DPI per second. Otherwise... sorry. If my commando trooper picks a mercenary as the second combat style, will my cutscene pistol be my merc pistol in the outfit, or if I switch back to commando? I apologize if I'm confusing. Oh, I know exactly what you're asking. Does anyone know how that works? Can you give your commando a pretty pistol in the cutscenes by making them a mercenary in the second style? I don't. If I had to guess, I would guess it doesn't work that way. But it would be awesome if it does. I hate on my trooper, I just have a little generic pistol that I can't actually choose what it is in the cutscenes. I'm just like, but about that page, it'd be great if you got a note that B3S1 loves military gear as well. I always look first on gifts and have to Google for her anyway, if you got the time. Oh, she likes military gifts? That's crazy. Schlitzer, if you could. This Swtorista website Discord. Let's see. Can I, like, say invite to server? This is where you post things, basically. I don't make fixes fast or frequently, to be very honest, because, like, look how long this is taking me, and this is just, like, 2 little armor fixes. Like, it's nothing even important. But if you post it, eventually what I do is I do a big review of everything that's been posted, and I fix it all. Like, for example, we had armor reports going back to like 4 years ago that I eventually fixed when I was redoing the armor system. Okay, we're going back to Kai, Zyken, Tech Fragments, and we're looking for Avenger. Yeah, but if you post it in there, I would just put it in the general reports channel. I don't think the Bessie one, or maybe companion gifts would be good. I didn't even know she liked military gifts. Oh, we need to go back. We need to press add 8 images. And then we're gonna go to the screenshots and grab our Avenger screenshot. Oh no! Screw you, video games. Yeah. It's embarrassing. I feel like I should be an ultimate hacker at this point and moving around my computer, but I still sometimes really suck. Deza! Random question, can the Copy and Quartet chapters be done solo in veteran mode? They sure can. By a skilled player. They're actually designed to be done solo. A lot of people bring friends because they are hard. Master mode is really, really difficult, but also doable, and there's a whole, like, set of achievements related to doing it as well. But most people I've noticed, especially with Galactic Seasons objectives, tend to just do them with friends because it's too hard otherwise. Okay, let's get that final breath image. And we're gonna go put it, final breath. And then we can also double check this page too while we're at it. Oh, why did that picture come out so much bigger, lol? Fusion. And then we're gonna go to final breath. And then we're also gonna open this up in a new page. And we're gonna roll through and make sure there's no other ones that are wrong. Oh my god. This freaking table is wrong too! Gosh darn it! Okay, we'll work on that too. Okay, scrolling. Keep that baby scrolling. Okay, Adventure and Berserker are the ones we're fixing right now. What's this? Gathering Storm is actually correct. Blah, 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 blah. It's kind of stuff I hate doing. Like, it ruins... Hi, Harris, thank you! You know what we should check is the Berserker. No, what was the one that I said earlier that, it was like the Undying or something like that? It had an old version of the armor. Let's see, we should figure that out before we leave this section. It was the one that's really weird and like pared down. The Undying. What does it look like on here? Oh, this one's wrong too, unfortunately. Oh, that sucks so bad. Makes me so angry, actually. Okay. The Undying. Okay, The Undying. Old version. For some reason, when they updated this bender, this armor set lost like 90% of its armor pieces and coverings, and I'm not sure why. It looks like the above version, but used to look like this. Darn it! I did all caps again! Ooga ooga booga! Tires, thank you! Caps lock again. If your name is... It's crying in uppercase. If your name is Cthulhu, Luda, fell for it, Doc, or Lag, feel free to say thank you to Tires. He made it so you can watch without ads. Stop shouting at us. Caps lock! Okay, so CFA, pilot, I didn't see any answers about that pistol thing. But I would love to hear the answer for sure. Pumpkin said earlier, I wish crafting was more of a fun activity like Final Fantasy or RuneScape. Yeah, Final Fantasy has such a cool little... mechanic. Like it's really fun to I only tried gathering, but gathering in that game was like super fun and enjoyable. And Guild Wars 2, I like it as well with your little mining stuff, though I find it confusing sometimes. But SWTOR's crafting is very, I would say, definitely low on the crafting tiers of other MMOs. It's very, very old school kind of thing, almost an afterthought, but it has a good system in terms of like being able to get new armors and stuff like that, which I like. Okay, so we fixed them. Okay, I think everything on the page is fixed, but we still have to fix the table. So the table has... The things we fixed were Final Breath, had an old weird image. Actually, let's get... Okay, well, we'll just do a spine type. Load so fast, this doesn't worry about it. Final? Nope, next page. Final Breath. Ah! Where is it? Gonna take my final breath. Keel over, die! Oh look, I have to edit this little HTML. I have to put it... Oh, it was the Gathering Storm. That's funny. Not very funny. I don't appreciate it, but a little bit funny. And then, Berserker? Berserk. Oh, these are alphabetical order, so that I can use that to my advantage. Okay. Berserker. Berserker. Fix Berserker. Final Breath. Avenger. What? Did I upload the wrong screenshots to Avenger? I'm gonna literally murder someone. Someone's gonna die. I'm pretty sure I uploaded the wrong ones. Wait, what happened? Wait, I'm so confused. I thought I uploaded the right... Oh, I understand what happened. That sucks. I wasn't paying enough attention about what folder I was in. Look, I'm in the Berserker Armor Set folder. Oh, man. I did upload the wrong ones. That would have been super... Oh, no. That means I need to fix it again. Okay. Well, we're getting it. Oh, my God. Okay, this is the kind of stuff that is hard for me. When I can, I do this in a huge automated file of some sort, so I don't have to do these one by one, because I'm honestly, my ability to like... What's it called? Attention to detail properly, moment to moment, is low. Like... Luckily, I'm pretty good to attention to detail in a large project scope, and most people tend to appreciate that, so it's fine. Okay, so let's check that out. Let's check that Avenger one. Did you fix yourself? Oh, it's uploading right now. Daniel Horok says, I've been back on SWTOR for a year now and trying to get back into the crafting system. LOL. Hey, Horok. Yeah, crafting system is not actually like super worth to get back into. Here we go. Avenger is properly fixed now. Let us go fix that on the page again. Avenger. Oh, I see. I had not properly fixed it yet. Okay, all was well. Okay, and then we're also gonna fix it in the table. Scroll off Avenger. And then we're also gonna fix the Undying, which was a weird one that I'd fixed in the database, but I hadn't fixed in the guides. Undying. Oh, look at that caps lock. It got hit again. Eh. Okay, scroll off Undying. Okay, believe in myself. Okay. 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 And if it's wrong now, you know what? I don't care. Okay, thanks. Bye. We got everything going. Oh, yeah. Katarka had a question. I'm so sorry, Katarka. See, it's so hard to do this kind of stuff and use my brain at the same time. LMAO. The current contest is Reputation Armor. Show off your best outfits that are made up armors you get from Reputation. You can use any set of Reputation armor. You can use any dies. These are armors that require a certain reputation with a faction to equip. Weapons will not be judged for this contest. Okay, so I'm pretty sure based on the wording, you have to use reputation items. I wrote that. I don't remember writing it, but I wrote it. What can you do? So yeah, that's my rolling with judgment right here. Okay, so let's go back to now. What I actually wanted to do was to go take screenshots. Okay, how long did that take me? That was on stream, so it was a little slower than what I'd normally do because I'm talking to you guys at the same time. But that was a while to fix what? I was fixing 2 armors in the database, and then we also went and fixed the guide, right? Every final breath you take, I'm gonna murder your armor database. And may the force be with you. Immense fan, welcome to the channel. Okay, let's see. We were working on... Ideally, I would go put those armors back, but guess what? I don't feel like it, and I'm gonna be pissed about it later. So let's see. I need to go back to my spreadsheet of... This spreadsheet. So I need to go on the character named Matrix Shard. I need to go on the character named Midnight, and the character named Scumble, and the character named Matrix Shard. Looks like she has possibly multiple outfits that are related to this project. And it looks like I already took the pictures of Vet wearing them, but I didn't take the pictures of my character wearing them. So let's go find Matrix Shard, Scumble, and Midnight. Oh, you guys have such cool names. I love Midnight. Look at this character. It's so cool. Hey, Swtorista, I was curious if all the character non-force using class stories have always just used the pistols in the cutscenes regardless of if you picked a class with a pistol or not. Yeah, I'm curious. So if you guys... I think the way it works is if you add, say, a mercenary to your trooper, do you use your pistol that you actually have equipped in the cutscenes? Or are you just stuck with the generic pistol? Oh, Daniel Horick is waiting for Guild Wars 3. Yeah, I'm very curious. So they released the 4 of the... I still have to ask where my glasses were again. They released 3 of the 4 species, right? Like they've said what they are. I'm very curious what the 4th species is. I saw a Dasura, I saw a human, I saw a bear, which I thought was kind of cool. And I was curious what like number 4 was gonna be. Okay, this character... Okay, where should I take these screenshots? Oh yeah, I was taking them in my Dantooine Stronghold. They had a whole system. I had a Destiny. And I was taking them, like, up against a wall. What wall was I taking them up against? I don't really remember. We'll just figure something out similar. Takeover says, I just got my computer fixed. And I was wondering, what should I start playing again? And your 8.0 update guide video popped up. So happy you're still making content and going to play again. Oh, to the game. So yeah, that 8.0 isn't out yet. That ability to play on the different outfit modes is not out yet, sadly. But it will be in the future, which we're very excited about. Okay, so she has a weapon equipped. I should probably take that off her before I take a picture. So this is Vet's outfit. Isn't this cool? This is an outfit that only Vet used to be able to wear. But now my cute little patootie Midnight character, who's also a color that you couldn't used to be before. You couldn't be this dark of a Twi'lek before. I also used complexions to see if I could get her even a little darker. So very, very cool. Are Char relevant still in Guild Wars? I mean, in Guild Wars 2, they're super relevant. They're like a main species, right? In Guild Wars 3, I don't know. I don't think so. I think, like, they have, like, a big species, which will be the new bear, which would be Char and Guild Wars 2. Oh my god! What the heck? My companion is just standing there right in the middle of the road. Ma'am, please die. This is so rude. Oh my god. What is she even doing there? What is Amity? Why is Amity staring at me as I'm doing my own little personal fashion show here? So there's a big species, so that's the bear or Char in Guild Wars 2. Little species will be a SWTOR for both. Humans, and then question mark. In Guild Wars 2, question mark was the plant people, which are really cool. Sylvari, I like those a lot. I don't know what they will be in the new game that's coming. Okay, cool. Pictures taken! And we'll put this in Vet Slicing Outfit? Is what this one's called? Vet Slicing Outfit on Midnight. Perfect! Done! And so basically what I'll do is I'll wind up mass cropping these and then uploading them to the website. Okay, next up is gonna be Matrix Shard. Now I've got a system, I think we're okay. Oh, so Nova, back in the day when you couldn't even play a combat style that used a pistol or a blaster rifle on your trooper, there were just unfortunately some cutscenes where they decided, we didn't know if you were going to have a rifle, we didn't know if you were going to have a big assault cannon if you're a trooper, let's just give you a generic pistol that everybody uses, and it makes me sad every time. You're like, okay, I'm going to take on the bad guy. Yeah, it's been like that since the launch of the game, and it's always been a little bit of a meme, I guess you could say. It's always been a bit of a weird little thing that they had. Here we are, having a little yawn, sorry, and enjoying our pistols. You definitely, I'm sorry, I keep yawning, I don't mean to be. I was up late last night because I was very excited. Hey, Perpetually here, I like your username. Oh, look at this! JPDX Solo is also very excited to play the new 8.0 update with the difficulty modes. Man, every time this is gonna come up, I'm gonna be like, I'm so excited. I'm sorry, like I genuinely am. This is something that I've been hoping for. I am excited in two parts. I'm excited to try it myself and have fun and go back and play the class stories again, because I've played many of them many times. I don't have the best memory for the stories, but the difficulty level is far too easy for me personally. Like, I mostly just try and skip as many enemies as possible, because like, why bother fighting them? It's not really anything of any usefulness or whatever you want to say. Creepy vet civilian, perfect. Vet's civilian, vet standard outfit, and Vet's standard outfit and Vet's civilian outfit. We actually have two on this character. Awesome. 2 for 1 special. Ooh, I kind of want a third monitor. I don't think I would make good use of it though. We're gonna dismiss our stupid companion this time. We're gonna, oh, we should take off our little sword. See, like, look, this is such a weird little, yeah. Such a weird little outfit. Look at this. And you can't get this. You literally cannot get this anywhere. You want it too bad, so sad. You can only get it if you happen to have Vet way back in the day. Okay, let's take screenshots of this guy. Distress says, I was playing an Operation last night, and all he used was his pistol in the scenes that I saw. Or do you mean an operative? An operation or an operative? Either way, right? Porg expansion hype. Oh my gosh. Any new Flesh Raider content added? I mean, technically, yes, you could go play Flesh Raider Baby in a high difficulty mode. I never actually play that quest anymore, though. Please be aware. I only ever go start that quest, get the Flesh Raider Baby, and then end the quest. So the Flesh Raider Baby just sits in my sits in my inventory, so I can carry around a weird little baby with me all the time. I legit have not actually completed that quest in like it's probably a decade now after I figured out you could do that. It's so dumb, sorry. Oh, you're trying out operative. Yeah, so I think they just did their best to kind of consolidate having to recode certain scenes that weren't like crucial. Okay, so JR says, oh, do we got a developer post? JR says, as I suspected, Galactic Season is going to be 26 weeks, thus the 130 objectives cheapo, but that means Galactic Season goes to about February 16th, so I'm guessing 8.0 after that. I can't imagine 8.0 before GS ends. JR, I can't... Oh, wait, is 26 weeks more than the normal, or are we going to have to crunch time it? Are we going to have to, like, work really hard to make sure we get enough objectives and not, like, miss any? If so, I might literally just skip that penumbral outfit as much as it sucks. Oh, it's usually 26 weeks. Oh, it's going extra long. I see. Okay, so that's good for me as someone who doesn't want to rush. However, JR, Oh, you got the data mined objective list. Oh, okay. So it's probably pretty likely that it's going to be that way. I don't think they would actively try to release the update in February. That is so far off from their original estimate, and February is such a weird time for releasing an update. I think they're really gonna try and release it at the end of the year, because then they can grab all of the people who are you know, like on holiday and stuff. Like, they're gonna do everything they can, I think, to try and get it out during that time frame. I can't see why they wouldn't. And then now I go on a character named Scumble. What a good name. What a solid name. Congratulations, Swtorista. I'm so proud of you. Oh, the hard part is trying to find the character. There's too many of them. So I think, you know what I should do, because I like a lot of these names so much? I shouldn't delete the characters now. I should prep them for deletion so that when the day comes, I can delete them without any worries. But I should keep the characters for now, because then when it's time, I can delete them and remake them with the names, the old names, new character. Yeah. I know 7.0 is COVID, but the aim for anniversary came out Valentine's Day. Yeah, okay, 7.0. Right. 7.0 was the biggest, it was the hottest mess of SWTOR's launch ever. Like, it was so rough, and I know you know all about it, but I think based on the things that they have been doing and the things that they have said, they don't want that to happen again. They really don't. Oh, I hate the concept that it could come out near Valentine's Day again. I hate that. They're like, we did it once, we're not doing it again. No! Max Sauce, your name, Chicken McNugget, Max Sauce says, should I come back to SWTOR now or wait till 8.0? The hard modes sound very interesting and fun. So, Max Sauce, can I ask, when was the last time you played? First off. So... I would like to see the baby. The baby! When was the last time you played? And second off, is there other things you want to do in the game? Because I would generally, if the game seems interesting to you right now, I would definitely jump back in now instead of later. But if the only thing I wanted to do was the new hard modes, I would wait. Because, you know, no need to replay the stories if you're going to replay them again shortly afterwards anyway. But if there's any other types of stuff you want to check out, like the expansions, maybe you haven't played them yet. The, like, dynamic encounters, maybe you haven't tried those yet. Those are cool. Oh yeah, be careful of GTA 6. Yeah, Mr. Swtorista said after GTA 6, right? GTA 6 date? When the hell is that coming out again? I always forget. Okay, that's in November. So by the time SWTOR launches, if it's in December, you are... Oh, thank you for adding the Bessie stuff, Schlitzer. Appreciate it. Did I take my screenshots? I got distracted. No, I didn't. LMAO. Okay, this is Vet's armored outfit. Vet's armored outfit. That's kind of cool. Vet's armored outfit. Okay, I've got a folder created, and now I can take a screenshot. Yeah. Bob Hosh wants to know, great question, Bob. How does this change differ from the mission difficulty setting already in the game? Bob Hush, this question upsets me so much every time it comes up. And it's nothing to do with you asking it. It's a great question. But, so it's really, really freaking funny is why. Okay, look! Oh, great! Fantastic! It's showing up right here for me. Mission difficulty preference. Story Veteran Master. I'm hanging out here in my stronghold. There is no missions here or anything like that. And this little button shows up. And I wonder if it's... Okay, it doesn't work here. But when I click here, it goes to mission difficulty. Story Veteran Master. Here's my big sigh and why I'm so upset right now. So when they added 2 of the expansions, Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne, they also added something really cool, which are these difficulty modes. Big sigh. These difficulty modes. You can see there's Story, Veteran, and Master. And they're really fun because these are really big challenges and there's a bunch of achievements related to them and stuff like that. There's even Steam achievements related to doing them in Master mode. There's Galactic Seasons objectives to do them in Veteran and Master. And when they added this, I can't do them on, they're not lit up on this character because I'm level 11 LMAO. But on my main character, I can switch between the difficulties with this drop down here. And I can choose which chapter I want to play. That is what this toggle button is for. No, don't be sorry, Josh. Or Bob Hosh. You are not the one who should be apologizing. Whoever in the development team put this toggle here and has caused me grief for the last, like, 5 years should be apologizing to me. And apologize to every player who it confused. So if you set this mission difficulty preference, it's literally setting it for those chapters that are part of 2 specific expansions. If I set this on my level 11 character to Master, it literally does nothing. It does nothing nowhere. It affects no enemy I'm gonna come across at level 11. It's not gonna affect any quest or boss I come across at level 11. The developer said, and I'll do it again. I won't apologize. So this has been a confusing thing for the last like 5 years. But yeah, it does nothing. It does nothing. But yeah, so basically the new one will actually do something. And I'm very excited about that. And the old one does nothing. I hope that explains the difference. But if you want to learn more about specifically how they're handling this new difficulty toggle and what it's doing, I have a wonderful, you know what, let's while I'm taking screenshots in the background here, yeah, let's go watch the video together because it explains everything so much better than I'm going to right now. And hey, Cypher, isn't that also for Flashpoints? Oh, I guess I could potentially correctly set things in Flashpoints. You know what? That's when they added it. That's when they added it. But yeah, so many people see it and never touch it and just assume it's like, oh, I don't need to make this harder, I'll never use it. And then other people set it and assume that it is doing something. And I'm like, no, if it feels harder, it's just like a placebo effect. So it's been so funny for them to actually add a difficulty toggle when there was basically a fake difficulty toggle in the game this whole time. Okay, so let's go, I think, I do this.
Also, fun fact, because we've been talking a lot about harkening back to classic SWTOR, what's old is new again. And I don't know if I will race chat on this, but the keen-eyed among you might notice
So that was his
Print provides hundreds of ways to personalize products for your home and business.
No.
It's fast.
No.
Are easy to
Stop it. Stop it. Star Wars, the Old Republic developers just announced a very exciting feature coming with the 8.0 update and expansion. Difficulty toggles. Players will be able to set the difficulty of enemies relative to their characters after a long-awaited request by players to make the game harder. Difficulty modes will allow you to set the difficulty of the game in the open world to Story, Veteran, and Master. The difficulty mode setting will affect enemies out in the open world and your enemies inside your class instances. It does not affect Flashpoints, Warzone's operations, or other similar types of content. The ability to set that difficulty mode will be coming with 8.0, and 8.0 is scheduled to come out sometime at the end of the year. We don't have an exact date, and neither do the developers. So what will those difficulty options be like? So first off, Story is the current game difficulty. You can move through most story content very easily with a healer companion. For example, an experienced player, and even most new players, will never need to worry about gearing up, won't need to know their abilities very well, and won't need to be very careful in most fights. Veteran is a harder difficulty. The developer's target is when you played this game in the launch era, and the launch era of difficulty. So basically how the game was more difficult back in 2011 when it first came out. And then lastly, a new master difficulty. This is going to be for those of you who are really trying to challenge yourself, and the one I'm very excited about for myself. It's going to be hard, said the developers. If you want to challenge yourself in solo or out in the overworld, so like the open world, master difficulty is going to be for you. So the way it works is that the difficulty toggle impacts damage received, healing received, and experience gains. The difficulty toggle does not affect how much damage you do, so enemies don't die faster, but you will have to be more careful not to die yourself. While we're still waiting for more details, the developer said that difficulty is a personal effect, so you can still actually play alongside others who don't have a difficulty setting on. For example, if you're in a group with one player who is in story and one player who's on the master settings, and you're both fighting the same enemy together, the player on story will have an easier time and likely not die, while the player in master settings will be taking a lot more damage and be receiving a lot less healing, so they have to be a lot more careful. The first example they gave was a fight against a level 7 gold star boss that's an early boss fight in the Instance Imperial Agent class story. The character is also level 7, and as a low-level character, they won't have a companion yet or many defensive abilities. On the left side, you have story difficulty versus veteran on the right. In the veteran mode on the right, the health bar is a lot lower even though the same amount of time has elapsed in the fight. The player will be close to dead by the time they win and will have to be careful before they start the next fight. The second example that they gave was story mode versus master mode. In master mode, even with a companion, the healing received is a lot less and more damage is received. At the end of the fight against a gold star enemy, the player at level 9 wound up with only about 25% health left. But if he accidentally pulled any other enemies wandering by, he'd probably die. Gear, med pack, resting between packs, and things like that will actually matter, and the idea was to evoke the feeling of the original era of SWTOR and its difficulty level. When I first heard about story, veteran, and master class story difficulty, I was really excited, and my first question was, how will the rewards work? What will you get from it? What's really cool is that the developers have set up a whole second system related to these new difficulties for players who want to take them on as a challenge. The developers are setting up 2 new ventures, and ventures in general are long-term kind of adventures or campaigns, mainly focused on things for solo players. You can technically take other players along, but the idea is that you can do them solo. And these are basically 2 different modes to the game where you lock your character into them and only play in that mode, working on different objectives within that mode on different classes. So what they are introducing is SWTOR Classic and SWTOR Expert. So technically both of these are ventures. To play SWTOR Classic and SWTOR Expert modes, players will create a brand new character and then choose if they want to lock that character into a Classic venture or a Master venture, which will be a long-term adventure on a higher difficulty. Creating a normal, non-venture character will be similar to how SWTOR is now, and by default, their character will be in story mode difficulty for the class quests and all open-world content, so you don't have to worry about the game being difficult if you don't want it to be. On a normal, non-venture character, you can actually also change story, veteran, and master mode difficulty at almost any time. You just won't get any of the venture rewards for doing so. But if you wanted to fight that last boss on the highest difficulty just for your own pride and amusement, you absolutely can. So if you create a SWTOR Classic character, you'll be locked into the veteran mode difficulty while you're working on the venture, and if you choose to create a SWTOR Expert character, you'll be locked into the master mode difficulty while you work on the expert venture. These higher difficulty modes increase the damage you take from enemies and reduce the healing you receive, making the whole game more difficult. The developers said that players who choose to play on these more difficult modes will find that gearing up while leveling using med packs, learning your defensive abilities, carefully pulling mobs, and resting between enemies will actually become important compared to the more relaxed current version of the game. I do have some very detailed questions still about how it will work if you decide it's too hard for you, or if you accidentally got into it when you didn't mean to, or if you want to play with a friend or multiple friends, how exactly does that work? But it looks like we'll just have to wait a bit for some answers. The whole system does look really cool so far though. Another little surprise if you decide to create a venture character to really spice things up. Playing a venture character will also add some fun new surprise features as you play. The example that was given was that you might actually receive a consumable item that, once picked up from an enemy, gives you a very limited amount of time to kill a bunch of enemies around you, and if you complete the time challenge, you'll get a special powerful buff that helps you kill things even faster, or as the developer said, be awesome. So there is a venture for each class and each difficulty. So there's 8 classic ventures and 8 master ventures for a total of 16 ventures to complete and 16 rewards to earn, plus overarching meta rewards for completing everything. If you're like me and dying to know exactly what those rewards are, we don't know yet. It's a mystery, or rather, it will be a surprise. But let's break down those different types of ventures a little more. Creating a SWTOR Classic venture character sends you on a journey to complete a variety of objectives meant to evoke the classic game experience, all while playing on the veteran mode difficulty. So basically what it was like when the game first launched from level 1 to level 50, and what people like to call SWTOR Vanilla. These are some of the potential objectives. Play the original era, your 3 class story chapters, plus the Ilum arc. Complete the planetary arcs. Earn and level up 3 crew skills. Defeat the original story Flashpoints. Earn your companions and level their influence. Do some on-rail space missions. Since this feature is still in progress, the exact objectives haven't been pinned down yet, but the idea is to create an experience where you would do everything you would have done when the game launched for the first time 15 years ago. Now, creating a SWTOR Expert Venture character is for players looking for the greatest test of their skill into endgame, all while playing on the Master Mode difficulty. So some of the potential objectives include exploring the galaxy, defeating rare and named enemies, completing heroics and dailies, making it into the recent eras and/or areas at level 80+, and we'll have to wait until it comes out for an exact list of what will be expected to do per character. So keep in mind, there are ventures available to do this on each of the 8 classes. So you could do SWTOR Classic on a bounty hunter and then later come back and do it on a Jedi Consular, and same thing for the expert ventures as well. The developers did address the concept, but what if it's too hard to do Master Mode? They said if you'd like to work on the expert ventures on their Master Mode difficulty, but aren't quite there yet when it comes to skill level, there will be ways to earn special gear in the Classic Venture / Veteran Mode that can help you in the harder Master Mode. The goal is for the ventures to be something that everyone can eventually gain access to and complete over time. The developers have confirmed that you'll not be able to use a boosted character for ventures. It will need to be a new level 1 character that has chosen a venture path before being created. While the exact information we have is pretty limited, the new difficulty toggle and classic and expert ventures are something I'm so excited about. This is actually something I've been wishlisting for the game for the longest time, and I never thought they'd actually follow through with. It's clear that for the 8.0 expansion, the developers have putting a lot of focus on adding things for both long-term players as well as returning players to check out. If you missed it, some of the other stuff that we know we're getting are a new 3-boss operation. The first boss is actually up on the public test server right now. And we'll also be heading to the planet of Ryloth for dynamic encounters. And of course, a new story era. And getting up to level 85. I hope you enjoyed this new overview of the new difficulty toggles in Star Wars The Old Republic, and especially the new Venture system. If you want to show your support for this series covering your favorite game, visit Swtorista.com/support. And if you want more videos like this to show up on your YouTube homepage, especially as we move towards 8.0, subscribe to this channel. As always, may the Force be with you. Hi, I'm back, the real person who isn't a scripted robot. Beep boop beep boop. Darcillo, when was the last time that you played the video game? Because you're asking if you're returning to the game. So we had a wonderful whole batch of questions while you guys were watching. Haha, I literally just stood here and oh no, something went wrong here. Just a second. What the heck? Let's take this off my body. Oh no. I don't know if that fixed things. Oh, it did. Okay. I've been sitting here taking screenshots of armor sets and stuff like that in the meantime. Let me fix this armor set, and then I would love to talk some more about the whole whole system and everything like that. So first off, if you caught the beginning of that video and watched the whole thing, you literally know as much as I do. That was the first taste we got of it, and the developers have not answered any more questions yet. That was like a week ago. It just happened. And it is not on the public test server. One of the most common questions I saw you guys ask are, what are the rewards? What are the rewards, people? We don't know. We don't know. We're very excited to find out. Are they going to be legacy bound? Are they going to be good rewards? Oh my god, there's a Wookiee right there. That's really funny. Get out of here, Wookiee. I guess he can stay a little bit. He's not really in the way of the screenshot. But yeah, super excited overall for the whole system. So we had some wonderful questions from Mac, who asked, like, I want to come back to the game. Should I wait for this new system to come out because I'm excited for it? And Darcilio over on Twitch also asked the same thing. So Darcilio last played 2 years ago. And Mac says, I last played a few months ago. I'm mostly caught up on the story. There isn't much for me left besides PvP. Like, I want to start over, but I want to save that energy for hard modes. So you guys actually have 2 different scenarios. In general, not even specifically to this this new system. When people say, should I come back to the game? My questions are, how long ago did you leave? Like, if you just left, like a few months ago is like nothing, you know, in terms of MMO time. And why did you last leave? If you last left in general because like you ran out of things to do or something, you know, like not that much more has been added since a few months ago. But if you last left 2 years ago, there's definitely been some new stuff for you to come catch up on, new story to catch up on and stuff like that. So in the case of Mac doesn't really have anything else that they want to do. But they are excited about this new story thing that's coming out, this story difficulty thing, just like I'm excited about it. But they don't have really anything else they want to do in the meantime. Personally, like, this is the best part about being a content creator and not being, like, the developers. I can be like, you shouldn't play this video game. I'm allowed to say that. Like, I'm a big proponent of don't feel you have to grind a video game. There's so many other video games, MMOs, and types of media out there you could be enjoying. It's awesome to take a break and stuff like that. So my opinion for Mac, who doesn't have anything specific they want to do, unless there was something else you wanted to prep in game, like maybe you wanted to prep getting some credits for all these cool new characters, maybe you wanted to finish up any of your other level 80 characters so you don't have to worry about them later because you're going to be focusing on the new stuff. Maybe you wanted to do some achievements or something, or try some other stuff that isn't necessarily going to be a part of ventures like PvP if you're having the PvP hankering. But if none of that appeals to you right now, personally, I would wait. Like, I can't think of a good reason why you'd come back now versus holding tight and being excited for December, whatever this comes out. Victoria's Pioneer Riot, I love it. Yeah, I love outfits, I love weapons, I love decorations. I'm hoping like you'll get like a bundle for each class with a little bit of everything, but I don't know if that's going to be true. I have seen an interesting question about like, what will the enemies themselves drop? Oh no, I'm ripping my dress. Stop it. Will the enemies themselves drop better loot? I don't know. Like, I don't think so, but darn it. But I feel like the real rewards are going to be part of the venture system rather than directly through the difficulty toggle. That's my theory. So next, let's see, which character should I go on next? Okay, that was Corso's Arctic outfit. Next up is going to be a character named Catalog. What a name. That's a great name. Catalog. And then to our other player who is asking that, let me find my character and then I'll keep yakking. Isn't it funny how different my answers are compared to my scripted videos? The scripted videos, the goal is to present stuff really clearly and kind of answer everyone's questions at once and be able to come back and watch this later and hopefully learn more. But here on stream, I'm live. I'm a real person. I'm usually doing 3 things at once, and I also get to give more specific answers, which I love. So we have our player. What's your name again? I got this. I promise. I'm on top of things. Darsic says I last played 2 years ago. So Darsic is also excited about the new feature. Darsic, because you have had a bigger gap since you last played, you may have more of a reason to actually come back to the game now and kind of get reintegrated into things rather than saving your energy for later. There's a lot of stuff you could come explore. I think there's quite a few story updates that you've missed in the current expansions that you may wish to come play. Personally, I would recommend popping in and playing the If you're caught up with the story, I would recommend catching up with the last little bits. Oh my god, why is Corso Riggs naked? I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what happened to you. I stole your clothes, but then I didn't give you any clothes back. Oopsie! Companion. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yeah, I would come back and play the new story. Some of the newer ones I know for sure you wouldn't have played are going to be called Galactic Threads, Masters Enigma, and Legacy Reborn. Legacy Reborn was the finale of the current expansion and kind of explains what's going to be happening in the new expansion. I have a suspicion, I don't actually know, but I have a suspicion the new expansion may also change up some mechanics and stuff like that, and it probably would be nice to be caught up with the story to find out why without going into any spoilers. Those of you who have played it may know what the heck I'm talking about here. Let's take this screenshot of this character. You're all caught up on the story? Cool. Nice. But yeah, for you specifically, Darsic, I would definitely come. Oh, Darcillo. Oh my god, I can't read. I tried so hard. Not really. I would definitely come back early and come be checking things out, and poking around, relearning everything, getting caught up in the story, stuff like that. But yeah, once again, the choice is totally up to you, and there's really nothing wrong with waiting. Just don't forget that it exists. What happened? Did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. All is well. Let's go double check my screenshots took properly. This is catalog. Get it? Catalog. Haha. It's a cat. Meow. This is catalog, and she is wearing Corso's survivalist outfit. So we're gonna put her little screenshots in a folder. We're gonna label Corso's survivalist outfit for her. Oh, we didn't label the Arctic ones, haha, because I got distracted. Okay, Corso's Arctic outfit. But yeah, so yeah, I'm honestly really excited about that whole system that's coming up there. And Corso's Arctic outfit. Perfect, because I'm taking a picture of my character wearing the outfit and then the companion wearing the outfit. Hey there, Arteris. So yeah, did everyone get their questions answered? So now, with that said, there is about 1 billion questions that we don't have answers to. I have written, and I'm going to show you this question. I have, when I was creating that guide, and when I was talking to you guys about it in various other streams, I was writing down questions of things that you guys were asking, or things I felt were unclear, or things I'm worried that they won't remember to look at when they're creating this system, because the system is clearly not fully created yet. They have the framework, and interestingly enough, they have some of the venture system achievements already in they're like in the PTS, but they're not very like accessible or anything like that. I'm trying to find it. How do I do this again? Yeah. So you can kind of see them on Jedipedia, but they're really, really messy. They're in there vaguely, sort of, kind of. Not really. So they're starting this system, but it's clearly not fully built yet and stuff like that. So it's clearly in progress. So I'd rather get feedback early than late. So here's my questions. Look at this. Are we thinking October or November for this new system? I'm guessing a Mabio at end of the year, which is, you know, like December, like when everybody's off from school is what I think they're shooting for. That's where when a lot of the other stuff has come out in the past that has seemed to proven really well for business. Yeah, 8.0. Yeah. So here's my giant list of questions. These are very detailed questions, like in this specific scenario, how would this work? How should this work? What are players expecting? What do I think players might be expecting and stuff like that? Like, in this scenario, will it break? Will I just be screwed? Will I have to restart everything? Will I, like, what happens in this? So yeah, I don't know if I'll get answers specifically to that, but my goal I was hoping more was to send them in, make sure somebody reads them that's related to it. And then if that scenario doesn't work properly when it comes out, I'll be like, I did the best I could. I sent in the question early as I could. When do you think 8.0 will drop? I don't think it's going to come out until the end of the year. That's really what the developers themselves have been saying. So here's some of the other stuff that we know is coming up. And they basically gave us a roadmap. They're trying not to give us a date or even a specific month, because they don't want to give us one and then be wrong when they're not quite ready yet. So I'm looking at the roadmap that they gave us at the beginning of the year. Currently, we're in update 7.9.1. We know for sure that the next Galactic season will be starting on August 18th. The Feast of Prosperity will be starting on October 6th. And then after that, we know we'll get more public test server testing for other 8.0 stuff, like more of the boss, more of the classes. Hopefully we'll get to test out the venture system and get a bunch more information about it as time goes by. And then in December 2026 is the 15th anniversary, and hopefully game update 8.0. But who knows? Who knows, right? Yeah, 15th anniversary I think is really what they're shooting for. And basically, they want it to get out probably during that time frame, during the Christmas break, where everyone's off break and has time to play, compared to any other time of the year where it's a really hodgepodge. The only reason they won't put it out during that time is because, like, something wasn't working as expected. Something major broke, or they needed more time to get out what they actually wanted to release. That's what happened with 7.0, and it was really, really rough. But it sounds like they're doing a much better job. Yes. Sounds like they're doing a much more careful job of making sure to actually deliver what they're trying to promise, and deliver it in a time frame that they promise, or don't promise a time frame, you know, which I think has been smart. I feel like it's been working pretty good for the last little while, so I hope they keep it up. Good luck, BioWares! Okay, I need to delete some stuff from my inventory. I don't even 100% understand what's going on here. Oh, actually I do. This is a character that has a bunch of legacy bound items, and they can be deleted because they are unlocked in collections. And I was taking pictures of these on this character because she had an open inventory. Yeah, this is the Dantooine stronghold. It's related to the Dantooine biomes. It's quite a bit to earn the whole thing. I actually don't have the whole thing unlocked, which is like kind of like, wow. Commandants. Hopefully I'm not deleting anything that I needed, so I'll just cry a little bit later. It's fine. I need more inventory space regardless. I think anything that I needed to save I put away safely elsewhere. Yeah, let's hang out. I'll show you something really funny when I'm done deconstructing this garbage. You're gonna spend more money in this game? Oh my gosh! Don't tell BioWare that. See, look, I can't even go in here because I don't have the greenhouse key. The big giant room in the center I don't have unlocked yet. LMAO. Okay, so I took a picture of Gus, and now, watch this. I'm gonna steal Gus's clothes. Like, what is he gonna even do about it? Look. Gus. Oh my god, he's naked! Let me check my spreadsheet. Gus Tuno's outfit. Does he have all the pieces written down? Yes, he does! Wonderful. He's actually got a bunch of pieces there. But yeah, there's a ton of place to decorate even without the greenhouse. I've barely touched it at all in here. I have lots of dreams for it, but just I like working on other stuff better. Y'all can't benefit from my decorated stronghold. Y'all can benefit from my guides, so, you know, so I put priority on most of the time. 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I steal? Wait, did Gus have a gun equipped? Whoa. Swindler's Silver Tongue Blaster. Oh my gosh, he did have his own gun equipped. Let me write this down. Do I have anywhere for, like, notes? Weapons? Box? I don't know. I guess I should add a new column for notes. I want to write down that you can get his little weapon too. Description. Here we go. Notes is what Gus comes equipped with, and you can wear it! The Swindler's Silver Tongue Blaster. What a weapon name for poor naked man Gus here. So look! I'm wearing Gus's clothes. Isn't that fun? Like, this is something that you couldn't have done at the launch of the game. It just wasn't allowed. Yeah, very cool. Doom says, hello, I love watching your videos. I have a question with all the moves I have on my command. Should I just keep spamming the same one, or do I use the attack that's slightly differ? Oh my gosh, Doom! Welcome to the wider world of MMOs and video games. Doom, do you know what class that you play? I need to know your combat style and your discipline. So I need to know your combat style, that's the one up here. And you probably picked that when you were first creating your character. And I need to know your discipline. If you don't know your discipline, I can maybe guess, but ideally you tell me which one you are, and I can tell you all about it. I'm so excited. You guys, we found a new player in the wild. I'm so excited to introduce them to rotations and stuff. So exciting. Let's see if they are able to get us that answer. That can be hard to know if you're not actually in game. I'm gonna keep looking at my fashion stuff here, and if you can find that answer, I would love to show you some cool stuff while we're hanging out here today. You picked a great day to come ask that, because that's actually, the answer is pretty big. Like, it's a more than a 2-second answer, other than, yes, you should. You should use other abilities. And now today is like a great day to ask, because literally today is my day to derp around and do whatever I want. And I choose to answer questions. Yeah. Where's the new player? Here? Oh, they're over on the YouTube side of things, yeah. We're so excited to have you here, because this answer is probably going to help quite a few people who maybe have the same question. Like, it's a very common thing. Guys, don't look at my bars right now, though, my abilities. My #1 ability is an item, a cosmetic item called Credit Flip that I deleted from my inventory, so I can't even use it. Like, #2 is Blaster Whip. #3 is Quick Shot. #4 is Vital Shot. I don't know what's going on here on this character. I must have been doing something. Oh, Antronig. Oh, Antronig, I see why you were asking. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. At least you made it so that Aviator, Cammy, Redeye, and Uriel, Darcillo, feel free for all of you guys to say thank you to Antronig. That's so sweet of you. Luckily, our friends on YouTube, so much stuff was broken because of the music that I just put no ads over there. But I also, it's a huge delay. Let's see. Oh, you know what? YouTube probably puts ads on it themselves that I can't even remove. Do Dreadtooth? Why are we doing Dreadtooth? Why would we? What would be the purpose of that? Why would we? Oh, is it because it's my day that I can do whatever I want? No! On my whatever day I want day, I want to look at Naked Gustman. Look at him. Look at his little fishman pecs. Okay. Let's switch out. We're gonna look for Risha. Risha, another one of the smuggler companions. Oh, is she wearing Risha's default outfit? What is she wearing? Companion. Oh yeah, this is her default outfit. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Swtorista, Risha. There's like this really pretty outfit that she wears. Which one? Where does this come from? What she's wearing right now is literally called, like, Risha's outfit. But it's so much less fancy. Like, it's alright. Nothing wrong with it, just...
I got a bad feeling about this.
You do? Oh, Anthony, thank you. Okay, so we had a comment from Hangry Dino that says, relatively new player here, but I've got a question. Hi. Oh gosh, I'd love to answer that one too. So let's make sure Doom, do you know what your combat style and discipline are? You can see this when you press K on your keyboard in game. So Hangry Dino wants to know how to make credits. Great news! I ain't gonna tell you nothing. I'm gonna keep that secret all to myself. JK, I'm gonna point you toward the credits guide that I wrote. So right now the economy is a bit weird. Hangry says, I've been through a few of the storylines. I've only made about 600k selling basic loot. Yeah, you're actually right on track for what you would make from the class stories, for sure. How do I save up for the big 1 million plus purchases? Yeah, so the goal is that either one, you'll be doing something else on the side to make credits, or two, you're doing something very specific to try and get items to get credits. So this is my how to make credits in SWTOR guide. The amount per item that you sell is going to be a little bit lower than it was before because we're coming to the end of the expansion. Some of the items that you collect to sell are less valuable now. That's from the story before she becomes your companion. But isn't she my companion? Like maybe I have her gear in a box or something somewhere. First off, the general idea is that you earn a type of currency called tech fragments, and this is at level 80. Very important. The first part of this guide is earning credits at a low level. It's kind of just hard in general. This is specifically for level 80. 1, earn tech fragments, and it goes through how to do that. Number 2, do conquest to get tech fragments. Number 3, do operations if you can to get tech fragments. Number 4, do PvP, Flashpoints, Galactic Starfighter if you want, or dynamic encounters for tech fragments. Do heroics for tech fragments. Any of these things for tech fragments. We like the tech fragments here. That allows you to buy a rare crafting material called OEMs and RPMs, and this guide totally covers that too. And you sell those on the GTN to other players, and they buy them because they need them for what they're up to. Yeah, this does look like her outfit. I wonder if maybe if I look in my bank, maybe I've got like the fancier Risha. Oh, I understand. That's from the story before she becomes your companion. That outfit doesn't exist as an item. Is that what you're saying, Robin? Like it's not something that I would have in my inventory somewhere that I lost or deleted along the way? If so, you just possibly solved a like lifelong mystery for me. Robin says, yeah, exactly. I need to take this picture now, and I need to not get too distracted, but I need to show you something. And no, I'm going right now. No one can stop me. It's my day off. But yeah, Hangry, I hope that answered a little bit. If you're a low-level character, I can try and give you some tips. But this guide also does, apart from the tech fragments thing, it also goes over some other concepts like, do you have Jawa junk? You can use that to get materials to sell. Do you want to go gather some materials to sell? That's a really easy way to make credits, kind of like a brain-dead way to do it. You could do crafting, but it's a little more complicated. Galactic Seasons is a great way if you have any of those little cartel packs or any of these items that you get from Galactic Seasons. The next one is starting August 18th. Those can make you big bada boom credits really fast. If you happen to have cartel coins that you maybe got for free or from your security key, you can use those to buy items, wait a day and a half, and then sell them on the GTN for those to buy that other big expensive item you want, you know. There's also separately, and I'd prefer to point you towards my guide because it's a little more of a cut and dry, do this, get these credits. But there's also a wonderful Today in Tor credit making guide. There's also a wonderful guide made by another player. When did he last update? Does it say? Oh, he last updated June 2026. Hell yeah. Very, very, very up to date. So this is Today in Tor. This is another website run by a player named Cal. Look at this wonderful screenshot. I love it. It's very funny. And he has all these weirder ways to get credits, basically like trying to farm a rare item to sell and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go read this right now. I haven't actually taken a huge look at this one, but the thing is, it does require a little more randomization. You may never get what you're trying to get, you know, which sucks sometimes. Robin, I'm gonna show you you just solved the age-old mystery for me. So I have this character. His name was Prosper originally. I had to rename him to Disconnect, and when I came back to play him after not having played him for a very long time, like he's like a near launch character. Nice, Doom, good for you. Okay, you figure it out and get back to me here. When I got back, I was like, oh no, Risha, I really like my Risha. She's such a cool character. I think she's really neat. I like her so much. She's a big part of like my feeling of the smuggler story. But I lost her clothes. She used to have these cool, frilly, fluffy clothes, like really, like they had like floral pattern on them, and now she's wearing like a trench coat, and I can't find her old clothes anywhere. I can't find them on my banks. I must have deleted them because where else would they be? So I looked everywhere and I was like quite upset because I found out, much like these armors that I'm cataloging right now, it's an armor set that like I assumed it was one of the companion armor sets and you just couldn't get it anymore. Where does she live? I always forget. Okay, I found Corso. I found HK apparently living on my ship. She like in the med bay. She's in the place with the bank, right? Oh gosh. Let's not first person that. Would a hardcore server work, do you think? They might try something like that in the future. Something hardcore mode where you die, but we don't know. Oh, I found a Kavi who tried to marry me like 3 times, even though I kept telling her no. It's a bit weird. The flags were not working well for that one. Oh, this is Gus. Where's my lady? She's where the crates are? The crate dragons? I found a Wookiee in my kitchen. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. Where the crates are. She in my bedroom. Hey, where is she? Didn't I just do this full loop? Wait, where's Risha? Engine bay? What is she doing in my engine bay? This is the med bay. That's definitely not it. Oh god, I haven't seen... Oh, here she is! Okay. So I was really mad. I was like, where is her outfit? So I did a bunch of research because we didn't have the Swtorista website back then. Or at least not in the state that it was now. And I found out that there was a version of her outfit called the Organa Statesman that was really, really close. And I went and bought a dye and dyed it. And then I put it on her so I could have something close to it. And I thought this whole time that I had deleted it. So that's really fun to know that it never really existed in the first place. So now I'm like, this is very interesting. I'm curious if I go to that stronghold and take a screenshot, should I add this to the list? Risha pre-companion outfit? What should I call it? Risha's pre-companion outfit. That's not a pretty name, but yeah, Risha's pre-companion. It's not a pretty name, but it definitely explains what it is. And we'll delete all the items related to it because there's literally no items. She is always fiddling with that engine. But yeah, I hope that answered your question, Hangry. Sarge says, is there a way for a boosted character to get old companion romances? No, which sucks. So if you used one of those masters datacrons that starts your character at level, sorry, the other one, the token. If you use the token that starts your character off in the later expansions, the commander's character token, you just can't. You can't go backwards and you can't start them. It is, I consider, a major detriment. Like, I wish there was a way to start those companion romances if you're starting late, but you just can't. It sucks. However, the other option is you can, if you want to be a high-level character but play the class stories, just in case you didn't know, there is these Masters, Datacron, and Equipment Bundle items that will take a level 1 character and boost them up to 80, but it doesn't move you forward in the story. See, look at this Risha. We're gonna call this her, like, pre-companion. This is not exactly the same, I realize now. It's very similar to the one she has here, but this is, like, the closest I could get with a dye. I should probably write down, like, what dye it is. Oh, man. That's crazy to have solved that question. Did I take a screenshot of her? Yes, and we'll call it... Oh, no. Oops. Screenshot! I've done it! We'll go back to that spreadsheet. We'll call it... Risha's pre-companion. I guess, does Eric Jorgen have a pre-companion one too, technically? Like, he's got his little orange shirt or something like that? I don't remember exactly, to be honest. And we should write down in the notes Risha's pre-companion outfit. Risha is wearing a dark pink and black outfit when you first meet her. She does not have this outfit on anymore by the time she becomes your companion. However, you can replicate her outfit. I don't think I worry too much about the pants. Oh my gosh, wait, maybe I did. What are her pants? Replicate her outfit. I don't know what she's wearing for pants. I'm not sure I care that much. But let's summon Risha instead and we can see what she's actually wearing. She has some type of dye in there, but I'm not sure if I have a way to see what I put in there. Oh, dark pink and dark gray dye module, and it's the Organa Statesman cloak. Cool. I'll add that notes for anyone wondering in the future. Like her outfit by using the Organa Statesman coat from the cartel market and popping in a, what did we call this? Dark pink and dark gray dye module. Yes. Dark pink and dark gray dye module. I don't know where that's from and I don't really care. It's not 100% accurate, but very close to what she wears in the early scenes with the little floral design. We should note that she's not had this out in time. She becomes your companion, and these this outfit is not technically something you can actually get in game as a Risha companion outfit. Oh, that's so fun! Learn something new every day. Okay, anyways, back to what I was doing. Oh wow! Did you recruit every individual on your ship? Also, do the ships feel limited in selection for SWTOR? So the ships are really cool. There's not really any other game, at least at the time, that had anything like a ship. Like, sometimes you had a home base or something like that, but nowhere else has this cool ship where your companions hang out, and no other games really have this whole companion system, you know? They're not limited, it's just they have the cutscenes take place on the ship, so they can't have you have a bunch of options, or they'd have to change the cutscenes for every single ship variation, and that's why it may feel a bit limited to you. Okay, lady, we're gonna go back to our other character and take screenshots of your other outfit. Question: Master Striker 3-1A gear looks great. Ammo, no bulky backpack, streamlined design. No, it's a rare drop. Can it be reverse engineered for schematic? Let's see if we can find that one on the website. Arbor! Great day to ask stupid, obscure questions. Quirkus! Quirkus, did you know that you're an oak tree? Master Striker. Take a look at this one. I'm guessing you're looking at, like, this one here? And you're happy because it... Oh, this one does have a backpack, it looks like. Oh, 3-1A. Master Striker... Oh, God! Okay. Are you talking about this one? Or are you talking about the Bounty Hunter one? If you're talking about this one, first off, you'll notice that I don't have the big screenshots for it. That is because I never was able to find a copy of it. Like, the entire time that I was looking for at least, like, 6 months, checking the GTN, like, daily. And I never found one. Or I found it and it was so exorbitantly expensive that I couldn't find it. Are we anywhere near a GTN right now? Oh, I could be. I'm gonna log in and look with my eyes. Okay, Prosper. Every companion you meet has their own outfit, especially later expansions, but I like to remove those outfits and give them something I had found. My question is, can I safely delete their old outfit and get it back another way? Nope, don't delete them. Don't delete them. There's no real way to get it back. That's just this. This is a point of aggravation for me. But yeah, unfortunately, nope. That's one of the reasons I'm cataloging them, and I'm making sure to put all kinds of nice little warnings and explanations saying, sorry if you deleted this. Too bad, so sad. Go cry in a corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, you're naked, Risha. I don't mean to be rude. And you know what? She does also have... She seems to have a weapon? But it's a sniper rifle. So, like, the chances of you having the ability to equip it are pretty low. Risha's outfit by default. Here we go. Risha's outfit. By default. And it's a sniper rifle. Heroic missions make tons of cash, around 1.2 million if you do all the run. Yeah, there is just extinct. I've done the math. I literally like we timed it and stuff like that. There are faster ways than heroics, interestingly enough, which is kind of fun. They definitely used to be the end all be all for making credits. This is such a cute little outfit right here. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. One day I'd love to play as a Transition or a Wookiee, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, they basically said they can't, they don't want to do super tall species because they'd have to redo the cutscenes, all of them. They don't want to do super short species because they don't want to redo all the cutscenes. And they need to have characters with kissable lips. So no Rhodians. Or like humanoid lips, so they don't have to redo the cutscenes once again. I love that it's kissable lips has been the the wording for that has stuck around. It cracks me up every time. Okay, so this is Risha's outfit. This is just her regular old outfit. Risha's outfit. We're gonna put it in the correct folder so I don't lose it later. Did I take a picture of her just wearing it? Yes, but I didn't label it. Okay, Risha's. And I could checkbox that one. Who else? What else might... What other companions of the smuggler have actual clothes? Like, Gus has clothes, Risha has clothes, Corso had clothes, SWTOR does not have clothes. Oh, Akavi. Akavi. Is she on this list? Akavi Spar's outfit. I got it. It's just called Spar's outfit. Sure, let's go figure out what's going on over there. Akavi. Are you wearing the correct clothes? Yeah, you are. Let's go replace Naked Risha with Akavi. Akavi. She tried to romance me so much, and my other character got really confused about it. Hi, my favorite contributor ever. Hello, Willy One Link. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say. I like to be a contributor. Oh my gosh! Speaking of things that are... Cellcath totally have kissable lips, you guys. I am so excited. Okay, so I mentioned that I'm going back to school mainly to get out of the house and to spend time with other people, and it's been very good for me. I'm currently on summer break or whatever. In between summer classes and the next scenario. Gosh, I don't know the words. The next semester. And I met some nice younger people. Pretty much everyone is younger than me, sadly. Really nice younger people, though, in my painting classes, my theater classes for painting and makeup classes and stuff. And we started I held a party, like a dinner, like a barbecue, yeah. And invited pretty much everyone I met who I actually knew their name. It was very fun. Let's see, I'm taking off Akavi's clothes, and let's write down that sparse tech staff is what you get. By default, and it was very nice. And jokingly, we were saying like, oh, we should start playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we totally did actually start playing, and we play pretty much once a week whenever people are available, with breaks in between as we're not available. And so last night when we were playing, which is awesome by the way, oh, I can't equip these? Oh, requires heavy armor. That's fine. We can handle this. We can create an outfit. We can create an outfit called Akavi. And I was like, aha, we should go to a Ren fair together. Or someone said that, I don't remember who. But somebody did! And, it's happening. We're actually making costumes and stuff. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm psyched. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to... Can I send you? Can I show you the photo I'm working on? So we have like a whole little story or whatever you want to say. Oh no, I only have my dirty mirror picture. Hang on. I need to clean my mirrors because they have toothpaste on them and it makes my photos less cute. Taking a photo in the mirror. Okay. Okay. Share? Share. Put Google Photos. Yes. Upload. Okay, I think that'll work. But yeah, I forgot that I have so many bits and pieces of costume pieces that I've been hoarding. A battle worn mirror, battle worn from from brushing my teeth. I'm so excited because I've been hoarding pieces, and then I kind of had put everything in the closet. And I was like, well, I guess I'm never going to get to use any of these, you know? But I'm so excited. I went going through all my stuff. I found some stuff that I could share with them. I found some stuff that I can use for myself. I'd bought like an actual genuine leather belt buckle at a garage sale or something for someone else's costume. Here we go, perfect. I need to sew the cloak, and I haven't decided exactly what the cloak's going to be looking like, but my little character is going to be the poet. So I'm going to have like a little scroll and a little fitted artifact battle-worn mirror MK2. Oh my god. But look, I found this belt in my closet. This is something I had before. This is something I found at a garage sale. This is some fabric I found at the thrift store a while ago. This is a curtain, like a see-through curtain that I need to I need to actually sew into a cloak instead of just a tarp of fabric over my face. Ooh, a coffee's outfit is nice. But yeah, I'm so excited about that. And it's just nice. Yeah, so the idea is that we were trying, I was like, do you guys want to do a themed costume? And most of them seemed up for it. And I said, my favorite kind of thing is where we're not matchy-matchy, but we all have kind of a theme, but we all kind of make our same costume, but it kind of makes sense when you put us all together, you know? So we were writing down themes. I was like, we could do like fairies or mushrooms or like, you know, something like that, like traveling adventure group. One of my teammates was showing me really something. Hidden Valley Ranch Maze Ren Fair. So they were showing me something really funny. Oh, good. I found a picture online. I'm so happy. This says Vivian Lee cosplay and historical costume. A bunch of costuming friends decide to be the Order of the Hidden Valley and dress as ranch nuns. Like, you know, from the ranch bottle. The American Ranch dressing bottle. I thought that was funny as heck. I was like, I don't want to dress as that, but that is really, really funny. Good job. The Hidden Valley theme. That's straight. Did you see that cosplay charts on SWTOR.com? Oh, is there new stuff up? Nope, I didn't see that. SWTOR.com. But yeah, we decided to do, where do you see cosplay charts? Do you mean the old ones? Like the Lana Benico one? Oh, I thought you meant there was new ones up and I got all excited. They haven't posted any new ones in a long time. Anything new? No. But yeah, I'm super excited. Our little theme is going to be... Did I get distracted? Did I actually take my screenshots? Yes, I did. Perfect. Okay. And this is Akavi's, like, normal Akavi outfit. Akavi! Akavi! Okay, let's get Akavi. Spar. It's called Spar's outfit, actually, funny enough. I think I should write down her gun name that comes with it while we're here. Get in the right folder! I hate having to label all the screenshots and stuff like this as I do this, but if I don't, I get really mad later. I get really pissed off when nothing's actually usable because it's just a big mess. What's the name of this armor set? This one right here? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Mormond. I have a terrible piece of bad news for you. The answer is Spar's outfit. The answer is literally Spar's outfit, and this is Spar's jacket, Spar's gloves, Spar's whatever. These are companion outfits for the smuggler characters, so if you don't have them anymore, or you've deleted them, or you aren't a smuggler, you just can't get this one. I feel like there's a lookalike of this specific one, though. Let me see. Let me write this note, and we'll see if we can find a lookalike. I feel like I've seen something. Okay, Swtorista.com/armor. But yeah, whoever is looking for that R31A Bastard Striker outfit, go ahead and cry. If you ever find that, let me know. There is, however, a very similar one called the... Oh, did I not put similar outfit? Oh, no, I didn't. You know what? I don't know if you've seen this. This will be the Alliance armor crates. There's a very similar version of this. And there's a similar version of the Imperial one too. I wasn't sure exactly which you were looking for of the two, Imperial or Republic, but where's my baby backpack? Why don't I see it with my eyes? Is there no similar one? Oh my god, there is no similar one of that one. Well, that sucks to be you, I lied. But let's go look for that. What's the name of that other armor set? The one that I'm wearing in-game right now. Mormond, that will be a Bounty Hunter armor set. We'll go Bounty Hunter. I bet you if I look in the fitted armors, I will find one similar enough that's not too expensive, which is probably important too. So blue aqua with yellow and red highlights. Blue aqua with white and red highlights. Oh, but if I click in this one, I can find the similar ones. There we go. That should save me some time. Nice. Blue aqua. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is the one. Okay, if you happen to be oh, okay, it does have some requirements. This one is called the Mercenary Elite Armor Set. You might be able to find it on the GTN, or you might have to be able to ask someone who can craft it for you. But it can only be worn by the Guardian, Juggernaut, Sentinel, Marauder. And on the Republic side, it'll change looks. So it's very awkward. Yeah. You should be able to find it. And there is, if you like just the general shape of it and don't care too much about the color, there is a much easier version to get. What would be the easiest of all of these ones? Like, this one's a color flip of this one. This one's probably very cheap on the GTN, the fitted Armatech Phraseum armor set. Or like another easy to get one would be probably this one. This is expensive but easy to get. This will be a total of 1.2 million credits, this one right here, which is similar. Not quite the same. It's got like the bronze instead. Oh, or is this bronze and I'm just more lit up? This one might actually be the same, funny enough, as this one right here. Just totally different lighting. Amusing! Have fun! Yeah! Extinct says you can get them back when you meet them back in Kopfi or Kotet. Oh, possibly. There's like a have your crew skill sell. Oh, no. There's like sometimes a button to like recoup their armor or something weird like that. But I don't think it works very consistently. I don't know what the rules are. So Skadge definitely isn't going to be wearing any armor set. I think we have possibly successfully finished the smuggler outfits there. So let's check off Spar's outfit. And do we have Nico? Nico Okar. Is he on this list? Oh, he's actually not on this list at all. Interesting. So let's insert one row below. Nico Okar, what do you have on your body? And can I wear it? Oh, he has no armor. Oh. No. Nico Okar's outfit. I'm gonna highlight this one yellow because, like, technically Nico Okar's not wearing clothes, but you can get his clothes. It's a bit of a weird, scenario. So we'll save this here. What does he have for guns by default? It's his main hand and his offhand by default. And we'll just put that a note to look at later and write about later. I think the button is just for the armor the companion was wearing at the time you vanished. Yeah, I think so. I think it's like quite specific. Ooh, I do like the little backpack on this one. That's fun. When I use my rocket boots, does it come out of there? Ah, yeah, buddy. So when a copy uses her rocket boots, she's taken care of. All right, you guys. I have been hanging out here way too longer than I should be. I have things to go do, like go drink some Hidden Valley Ranch. I love hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, this fine Friday where we weren't doing anything specific. And just answering lots of questions. Yeah, we can get Nico Car's jacket from the Galactic Season Vendor. Absolutely, gotta go right about that. We're gonna go see who else is playing Star Wars The Old Republic right now. We're gonna try and make it somebody who's actually a real person and not someone that mostly looks like a bot. Because drops are on. That's so awkward. Oh, Odie's a real person. Let's go say hi to Odie. I hope you guys have fun with him. I'll be back on Monday, and we will probably be doing just normal Monday morning operations. Katarka, come early, request the one that you wanted to play. I've already forgotten what it is, and we'll probably do that one for you. Was it on Imperial side? Katarka, can you message me on Discord? Swtorista, and remind me what it was that you wanted to do, so I could preset it. Okay, bye. Bye.